Hello there. Let's talk a little bit about the beginning of philosophy. First, the word philosophy comes from the Greek word philo, meaning friend or lover of wisdom. The word is Sophia. So philosophia. Philosophy invites us to engage in the same search for wisdom that inspired the early Greek philosophers and the Egyptians before them. I have always imagined the first philosophers walking along the shores of the Mediterranean on warm summer nights and looking into the star-studded midnight sky. They would let the deep perennial questions arise from their souls. Maybe they're the same questions that you ask and that inspire us today. Where did this universe cosmos come from? Who am I in relationship to this greater something? What is the best way to live? Philosophy begins in wonder. And when I was in your situation, deciding on a major perhaps, I settled on philosophy because it was so broad. I was interested in everything, and I realized that I could explore under this umbrella of philosophy all of the questions and thoughts that I had. So each philosophy branch inducts us into the art of wondering. And it does this in a unique way. First, there's ethics, and that we can think of as the study of ideal forms of conduct. We ask, what is the best way to live? What is the good? Is the good distinguished from evil? Does evil exist? Metaphysics includes the inquiry into the nature of reality. What is reality? What is illusion? What is the basic substance of the universe? And under metaphysics, we have theology when we ask questions about reality as it applies to the question, does God exist? Can we experience God? Is there one or many gods? In the next branch, social and political philosophy, we study ideal forms of government. We want to know, what is democracy? What is socialism? What is communism? Which is the best form of government, and what is justice and how can it serve people? Aesthetics is the branch of philosophy that studies beauty, ideal forms of beauty. We're inspired to explore what makes something beautiful. Is beauty in the eye of the beholder, or is there an objective standard of beauty? In logic, we study ideal forms of reasoning. What is correct inference? How do we go from premises to conclusion? And what are the fallacies of reasoning? What are the criteria of clear and valid arguments? And lastly, there is the branch of philosophy called epistemology. It's the study of ideal forms of knowledge. In this context, we ask, how is it that we know something? Can we be certain of knowledge? Is knowledge based on experience or reason? And so you can see that the scope is quite broad. There are many branches to philosophy, and yet they are one whole, just like the branches of a tree um, are part of this greater whole. So let's go into our discussions and explore which branch of philosophy resonates for us and what are the things that we wonder about today.